A simple ceremony today. The director of GCHQ, Jeremy Fleming, and members of his staff, who for security reasons can't be filmed, laid markers with personal messages. And here also, 96-year-old Betty Webb, a veteran of the forerunner to GCHQ, Bletchley Park, where she worked transcribing coded Japanese messages.
With my transcribing, messages were being sent on to commanders in the field in Burma, and we hoped that because we'd scrambled them, if you like, the Japanese wouldn't realise that we'd actually broken their codes. I'm very, very privileged and proud and privileged to have been selected to go there.
In the 1950s, it was this simple pencil sketch that was key to GCHQ's future. A rough plan by one of the directors that eventually became the agency's Oakley site in Cheltenham. And over the years, it stayed relatively secret, but it was Margaret Thatcher's union ban in the 80s that gave it a very public outing. Quentin Talon was the secretary of Cheltenham's Trades Union Council at the time, and despite the difficulties of the past, still champions GCHQ's importance to the town.
It's the major employer in the town, and also it's one of the high-paid employers as well. And also now we've got plans for Cyber Park to be based next to GCHQ, which reckoned to be employing about 7,000 people.
Today, GCHQ is a very different organisation, public-facing and more open to a point, but still tackling threats from terrorists, criminals and hostile states. But the dominant battle is in cyberspace. Bob Noel was Director of Technology at GCHQ and now chairs an organisation that promotes cybersecurity to young people as a career.
Cyber is a catch-all phrase for a lot of things, but of course it's one of those words that's caught the imagination. So cybersecurity is a big deal, and finding people who are wanting to do it, competent to do it, and actually have the confidence that they can do it is a really important thing, not just for Cheltenham, but for the country at the moment.
A difficult time for the agency was, of course, the leaking of highly classified documents by Edward Snowden. But in some ways, it may have forced GCHQ to be more open about its work where possible. But there's still much pride here of the secret work being done locally to tackle an ongoing global threat. Steve Knibbs, BBC Points West, Cheltenham.